What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 4th of July. Happy 4th, everybody. And here we are at about, let's see, about 1.4 cents just below there. Looking like we are completing the forbidden prophecy of going down to the golden ratio here. Let's see, from a low to a high. Yes, I think are we there? Are we at the golden ratio right now? Low to high? We're there. We're there. Skimmed it, rejected the 382. To the depths we go. It's very possible, my friends. It's very possible that we could even go lower. You know, we could see prices down at 1.2928 cents, something like that. The comments, you guys, the comments for OnyxCoin are hateful, are deranged, are hopeless, right? You guys know what this means, right? Right here, let me tell you, because I remember this. I remember going through this before with OnyxCoin, right? I mean, I've been through this before with several cryptos in my life. I've been through this with people that I know in the real world, with commenters on YouTube or on X.com, whatever. But just my most recent example that I can think of, right? The vibe that I'm getting, the attitude that I'm getting, basically down at these levels here, and it's specifically now, even though we're at higher lows, specifically right now, over the past like 48 hours. It reminds me exactly of what we saw back here, right? It's the same exact vibe. Think about it like this, right? If everybody's euphoric and everybody's saying OnyxCoin can't go down, it'll never go down. No, this thing's unstoppable. Who cares what TA says? It's not going to stop here. We're going up higher. If everybody's euphoric, does that mean that we're going to continue higher, or are we at the top, right? It's the same kind of logic. I don't know what's wrong with my hair here, man. It's the same kind of logic where when we're at the lows, it's the opposite of euphoria, right? It's depression, it's anxiety, it's I hate you, you suck. You've been saying this thing would go up for months. Well, yeah, and it did, actually. Somebody said, you've been calling for 10 cents since November. I'm like, no, I haven't. No, since January it went up. Even if I was calling from it for November, which I wasn't, I didn't start really talking about it more until January. It pumped a lot. It did a 20x in January. Like, what are you talking about? It did pump. And then we did a pump in April. We did a 3x, a 3.6x in April. What do you mean? I've been calling for it to move since January. It has moved. It's made a very fantastic move up, actually. And here we are up. Let's see even. Let's compare. Let's compare notes. We did this yesterday, but there's still some people who are keen on hating OnyxCoin, and that's okay. That's their right, right? OnyxCoin compared to others, okay? Others, for the people who probably don't know what they're talking about, just so you're aware, is a chart that includes, it's like the index for the total crypto market cap, right? Excluding the top 10 coins, it's the 125 top coins excluding the top 10. So an OnyxCoin is in the top 125. So we're going to do this. If OnyxCoin is gaining value versus the others chart, that means that it's actually outperforming the average altcoin, right? Not underperforming it. And if we look here, we actually have a higher low since June 15th, right? We've been outperforming the average altcoin since June. Yes, we're coming down now since the ending part of June, going into this part of July. Sure, we're moving down a little bit. Is this right? Is that how many times? Yeah. I'm like, am I on the daily time frame? We're underperforming the average altcoin a little bit right now, but still overall since June we're actually up. We're actually up and outperforming since April. Look at how far up we are. If you bought the average altcoin, I don't care what it was, man, that's in the top 125, we have far outperformed the average altcoin. From the low to the high, we're up 52% versus the average altcoin. You want to know how much the average altcoin is up? Let's look up others real quick, and then we'll just compare it the simple way, right? Maybe that chart is too much for some people. Let's see. Make it more simple, okay? Come on now. Others. If we go from the low here to where this price is, the average altcoin in the top 125, excluding the top 10 and maybe even including the top 10, the average altcoin is up about 28% from its lows in April. OnyxCoin, however, from its low in April, is up about 83%, right? In essence, we are 4 times higher than what the average altcoin is. Maybe 3 point something times higher, but you get the point. Absolutely, we're outperforming the average coin. So, again, whenever we're up here, there's delusional euphoria. Whenever we're down here, there's delusional pessimism. It's the exact same vibe, especially over the past 2 days. Then we're even at higher lows, and it's the same vibe as it was down here. It's kind of interesting to see. And people, you'll learn. You know, I don't care. I don't take any offense to your words or anything like that. I have fun with you. You know, I talk smack back. It's fun. I come from a group of friends that's what we do. So in a sense, you're kind of like my friends whenever you talk smack to me. But yeah, man, you'll learn. You either will or you won't. And most people that are talking smack about OnyxCoin right here are saying fake things like it's got nothing going for it. There's no product. There's no productivity. There's no development. Saying all this kind of BS stuff that just isn't true. It's got actually more development going for it than a lot of even like the most popular coins out there. It's going to do phenomenal. Those people, unfortunately, they're very loud down here, but whenever we make moves, they're just very quiet, you know. I challenge any of you faceless cowards behind your YouTube comments. I challenge any of you to nut up and admit that you were wrong when you're at the top. I admit when I'm wrong. I do it publicly. I got my face. You can see me. I got my name on here. I got a whole reputation to uphold, right? I'll do it. It doesn't matter, right? Because I'm a man. Man up. It's really easy to talk smack whenever you're at the lows here. It's not so easy to be humble and own it whenever you're proven wrong, but time will tell. You know what? If I get proven wrong too, man, I'm going to have some explaining to do. I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do. One guy was like, you better hide your face whenever we go below 1 cent or something like that. People are going to come after you is what he said. I'm like, dude, that's a bit aggressive. Like, what, you're going to try to threaten me? Could you imagine being afraid of somebody on the YouTube comments? Like, oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Low to high. Golden ratio 382 coming down. We very well could go lower, you guys. We very well could go lower. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. We're very near the low if we're not at it now. But, I mean, here we are, relatively speaking, from a low here. Come on, that wasn't the low. Low here to a high here. Golden ratio zone, it could be right here in this moment. And I'm going to take a wild guess here, that there's probably not that much volume. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that shenanigans right there? Down 3%, 4% on the day. It's actually one of the bigger red days that we've seen in a little while. Surely there'd be some volume. Nope, 3.4%. Nobody wants to sell here. Another guy had a theory. OnyxCoin just unlocked a bunch of tokens and they're dumping it on the market. That's why the price is going down. This project's a scam. No, they unlocked 300 million tokens. Mostly every single month they do that, likely to help with staking and maybe even marketing and probably to take profits too. But 300 million coins, that's going to dump the price. Yeah. Total supply right now is 48.4. Oh, no, sorry, not total supply. Circulating supply is 35. I was like, that went up a lot. 34.25 billion. 300 million? It's not even 1%. You're FOMOing. You're bearish because of a less than 1% token unlock. Yeah, get over it, man. Come on. You'll learn. You either will, I like to say you'll live and you learn, or you don't and you die. You know? Unfortunately, some people, they got to learn the hard way. But if you want to live after this, you gotta learn. That's just how it is. And honestly, too, another thing, just one more thing, too, to any of the smack talkers out there, I'm gonna guess something about you real quick, okay? And this is just personal to you guys. I'm gonna guess something about you real quick. Ready? Is this your first bull cycle? I bet it is. I 100% bet it is. And if your answer in your head is yes, how does he know that? I've been there before, man. I've been there before. I've been the person who didn't know what he was talking about, screaming that something was going to go down even when someone was bullish. I've been there before, man. I've been the angry commenter because I bought the high and I didn't know what I was doing. I've been there before, man. You know when that was? It was in my first bull cycle. Yeah. We're not different. We're not any different. You're just, you're at a starting point. You'll grow. You'll become better. You'll see. And that's how it is, man. Everybody will see. We will absolutely. I mean, this is my third bull cycle, man. I've been through this enough times to know a winner whenever I see it. And this thing is absolutely a winner, right? You'd be hard-pressed to find any coin in the top 125 that's outperforming Bitcoin this cycle. From our bear market lows to where we are now, we're up 19x. Bitcoin is up not even like a third of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, this thing's going to go places. It's going to go places real hard. We haven't really done so much TA. I'm just doing a lot of banter. Just doing a lot of banter. Let's see. 1 hour time frame does look bearish in all fairness. MACD, well, it looks pretty bearish. Stochastics look bearish. Yeah, I mean, we could go lower, guys, but I think we're near the point where we find our low, right? We got to be pretty damn close. Relative low. It's relative high. And when I say low, it's like a higher low, obviously. Yeah, we're right in our primary target zone, so something between here and 1.34 cents. And if we go lower, whatever. We could go a little bit below 1.3 cents and we're still fine. It's really not a problem. I'm curious to see, what do we do here? What fib extension do we hit right here? High, get it, there we go, high to low. Right to the 1414. Maybe that's what we do. We go, just below the 1414, right there, like 1.36 cents, something like that. And then we'll probably reverse, continue to move up. 26, 32 cents, that's the plan. Probably either in late July this month or sometime in August. I think Bitcoin's going to top off in late August, like the 20th to the 30th, somewhere in that range. So OnyxCoin might top off around that time too, but it can top off before Bitcoin. It can top off after Bitcoin. It doesn't need to follow the rest of the market. In fact, it really hasn't followed the rest of the market for the most part. But key significant points, like key focal turnaround points, it's pretty close. It rhymes. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I've said it all. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And if you hate me, just leave me a fun comment, okay? At least come up with something original. A lot of you guys just sound repetitive, like little repetitive parrots, Try to think of something original. There's one guy that was like, C-Zar's rubbing his crystal forehead and he still can't see into the future. That was hilarious. That one sticks with me to this day. Like that, I can appreciate good smack talking, man. Come up, be original, right? And don't get your feelings hurt whenever I own your asses. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one, okay? Bye-bye.